We are back again with the Upchurch's broadcast open verse challenge. Goest music, I believe, is what they're going for there. I hope I'm right. They reached out to the channel, and I got to admit that I'm more honored by this than some of the other experiences the channel has given me. The artist is like, hey, I dropped some bars to that. You were talking about some bars. I made some. Why don't you check them out? You can be brutally honest. I don't know how to be anything but that. So, challenge accepted. Now, the first time I heard this intro really got me ranting. Let's see if we can get to the new bars and just listen to what we've heard 3 or 4 times. Let's go.
We interrupt this program. Turn off the camera. It's the anti-program. To explain to you.
I can't do it. I need a minute. I ranted like my ass off. And I don't care what side you take on things. It's you do you. But Friday I showed up to work and it was like every channel was missile porn. Now, like I said, I'm not going to measure someone's worth by their position on what's going on. I think we have a lot of cult of personality stuff going on right now. But they should have had supermodels stroking the missiles like a weird military industrial complex convention. We could do this, we could do that. It was just a big stroke fest over what they can blow up. And I was thinking to myself, God, that's kind of depressing. And then I hear this intro and I'm like, oh, wait. That box is to tell me what I'm supposed to believe. It's not supposed to tell me any truth.
We interrupt this program. Turn off the camera. It's the anti-program. To explain to you. They built an invisible wall around your imagination. They want it stationary. That's why the government officials have a station to broadcast images. Imagine that. You can't without an imagination. And that's what the wall is built to suppress. You and your brain. Because you two are dangerous.
Hey, these motherfuckers blind, but got 20/20 vision. Don't want my ideas in theirs, having head-on collisions. Got a voice, having dreams, creates a nightmare in the daytime. See the ideas of a leader sprayed on balcony as he speaks mine. So what's gonna happen when the rogue show says it's speak time? No remote to slow-mo defeat when it's been coming for some time. Johnny Cash must have walked a long line drawn by a motherfucker dividing the music ties. That's why Elvis on a leash, cuz tryna hang out on Bill, police creeped up. Newspaper headlines, Presley is geeked up. Then he died in the bathroom being the shit. Deep, bro. America's Hollywood, we live.
This would be a good time to let you know by the time we're done. We are going on, and I have a simple, possible question or statement about church. I was listening to some of the back catalog, and I would have to guess that we shouldn't expect anything less from him than what he's doing right now. Because it's in the bars. And how could we ever believe him or trust him if he changed all that shit he said for all those years? And I don't care about the personal shit. I really don't. It ain't my business. But if I had to reflect upon the bars that have been influencing me for almost 5 years now, there's still just a bunch of stand-up shit being spit to us. It really is. You might not like the position because sometimes everybody wants... I think everybody wants their artist to sell out so they can vicariously live through. They made it. But what if you're positive having your own, being comfortable and left alone has made it? Can't that be the level? Why would the fans have to dictate the level of success when the artist has said the whole time what level of success they wanted? and appears to have achieved it. Why would you have to have more? Because other people, because you have to go to all the events and be seen. You got to milk out your 10 minutes of fame too. I like the idea he's leaving a legacy, not 10 minutes of fame.
That's why Elvis on a leash, cuz tryna hang out on Bill, police creeped up. Newspaper headlines, Presley is geeked up. Then he died in the bathroom being the shit. Deep, bro. America's Hollywood, we living in a movie. There's too many directors, the actors are playing stupid. Nothing real in the real played back, look confusing. America is Hollywood and I ain't watching movies. I said America is Hollywood, we living in a movie. There's too many directors, the actors are playing stupid. Nothing real in the real played back, look confusing. America is Hollywood and I ain't watching movies. United State of Sin, it's all to make the sense. That's why you're losing grip, shit don't make your brain any sense. I'll delete the knowledge if they say it's power, that's a power trip. Either cause you got it all or got nothing to lose. It came from this, you're just a vibration of alphabet projected in the atmosphere. People acting outlandish cause outlandish making the check appear. 2 S's on your eyes, 4 lines it up a social fear. I'm a Nazi cause I'm trying to speak from my brother from another color. Motherfucker, fuck, I meant to say another motherfucker. Add your sister, daddy, and cousin sucker. I'm underground, never undercover. Then they give you undercover, brother, trying to cover another motherfucker who's undercover for something, sucker. And I ain't falling for it if I trip me and some others causing the ruckus for 'em. And then they'll treat us like we fucking foreign, cause we terrorizing their version of fucking normal. America's Hollywood, we living in a movie. There's too many directors, the actors.
Yeah, now the fresh bars are coming up soon. That last line, no.
In the ruckus for 'em. And then they'll treat us like we fucking foreign, cause we terrorizing their version of fucking normal. America.
Yeah, I think that's the part that going over people's heads. It appears they dictate whatever normal should be by whatever actions are taken. And oddly enough, I personally side with all the people that have been saying the same things consistently year after year after year. You might not like it because, damn, it turns out integrity is ugly to people who have none. I mean, I hate to burst people's bubble on that one, but it turns out that self-respect, dignity, and integrity look ugly to people who don't possess those traits. They cannot comprehend. I had it happen yesterday. The boss is like, man, you've been killing yourself. You could close at 6. And I'm like, well, the last hour of the day is the busiest one we've been having. I can't do that. And I got receipts. I mean, she was a little snippy. How dare I not want to take that hour? And I said, well, how dare I deserve special treatment when harder motherfuckers than me don't get none? And then I look around and I'm like, if you can't comprehend, maybe you've never done the right thing. And then we sold a shit ton of food in the last hour. I mean, isn't that kind of... Why do people look at the antics and shit? Why don't they look at the integrity? Oh, because it threatens their version of normal.
America's Hollywood, we living in a movie. There's too many directors, the actors are playing stupid. Nothing real in the real played back, look confusing. America is Hollywood and I ain't watching movies. I said America is Hollywood, we living in a movie. There's too many directors, the actors are playing stupid. Nothing real in the real played back, look confusing. America is Hollywood and I ain't watching movies.
I'm a nuisance tying nooses and I'm useless, here's my 2 cents. Pleasurable percussion, personifying disruption to manipulation, destruction, I'm disintegrating it. Fully fueled with ignitable petroleum in preparation for combustion. Disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities, metaphorically, internally, mentally manifesting magnificence, torments me mentally, immensely vent agony. Do polyphonic rhythm cataclysms, captivating imagination, provocation, my proclamation. Had me committing sins with consistency, now be submitting pins to a symphony. You see bomb hitting kins a bit differently. The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia section. I treat speaking like sweet treatment. Saying I'm weak when I'm elite is dangerous. Letting me speak but keep it discreet is brainless.
America's Hollywood.
Okay, first take. God, I dressed appropriately. Like the vocab there. Ghost music with some bars to the Open Verse Challenge, Upchurch's broadcast. I thought the flow was good. Now, I couldn't... We're going to go back and check this out a couple more times. But honestly, it's good vocabulary. Got a lot of big syllables. A lot of syllables in those words. Very, actually, I'm going to go with pleasantly surprised to start with, especially for, unfortunately, the view count. And Goest Music, if you found me on this channel, you know the chance of getting 6 more views is good. We're not allowed to. Yeah, I just don't think. I don't think. Now, if you do all the things with it, it's possible. We're getting a lot bigger views on Upchurch than we were at the beginning. Shit like that. So, I just say no promises. I can't really be brutal, except I didn't catch the first couple bars. A little mumbly. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm not hearing them.
I'm a nuisance tying.
I'm a nuisance.
I'm a nuisance tying nooses, and I'm useless. Here's my 2 cents. Pleasurable percussion, personifying disruption.
And then that bass drop there, kind of overpowered the bar. But
To manipulation, destruction, I'm disintegrating it. Fully fueled with the
manipulating destruction, I'm disintegrating. It seems solid to me. Now it definitely. That's why the ASAP shirt seems appropriate. I mean, it seems like some deeper bars than, let's say, possibly angry country rap. I'm generalizing. I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's pretty impressive, to be blunt.
ignitable petroleum.
I think I should smoke a blunt.
Preparation for
Laid back, look confusing. America is Hollywood and I ain't watching.
I'm a nuisance tying nooses, and I'm useless. Here's my 2 cents. Pleasurable percussion, personifying disruption. To manipulation, destruction, I'm disintegrating it. Fully fueled with ignitable petroleum in preparation for combustion. Disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities, metaphorically, internally, mentally manifesting magnificence, torments me mentally.
I like those bars. I like that manifesting. I like that language just because the channel talks about some stuff like that. You'd have to find the Joey Ace, Chester P reactions and talking about definitely some esoteric knowledge there. So I like that word usage there. It's cool as shit.
Personifying disruption to manipulation, destruction, I'm disintegrating it. Fully fueled with ignitable petroleum in preparation for combustion. Disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities, metaphorically, internally, mentally manifesting magnificence, torments me mentally, immensely vent agony. Do polyphonic rhythm cataclysms, captivating imagination, provocation, my proclamation. Had me committing sins with consistency, now be submitting pins to a symphony. You see bomb hitting kids a bit differently. The requirements for comprehensive completion, mentalities, metaphorically, internally, mentally manifesting magnificence, torments me mentally, immensely vent agony. Do polyphonic rhythm cataclysms, captivating imagination, provocation, my proclamation. Had me committing sins with consistency, now be submitting pins to a symphony. You see bomb hitting kids a bit differently. The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia section. I treat speaking
there it is. Did you just say a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia? Well, then the ASAP, I'm not comparing it. I was talking about word usage. By far on my channel, ASAP Rock has as far as I'm told, literally the artist with the biggest vocabulary in the game. But you referencing your lexicon, that is already a step above. I personally can't judge what people are going to think, right? Because it turns out I like what I like, and the most popular shit on the planet, I think, is trash. So, I mean, my opinion is skewed at the least. Completely fucked up at the most. But, man, that is solid right there.
completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia.
Yeah, the lexicon the size of an encyclopedia.
The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of...
Yeah, and if you don't get it, maybe you don't have enough words. Your grasp of the trivium probably just isn't good enough. if you don't understand what you're hearing, how are you going to comprehend it, then retell it to someone else, making sense to them? You're just not. Because every other word, you're like, huh? Huh? And I'm fairly well read, and I'm not even close. I acknowledge the existence of a higher level of communicating. Most of us aren't there. Most of us are stuck on the grunts. Many a good comedian made those jokes before me, but I mean, we appear to be devolving into, grunts and whistles, flares and puffs. God forbid we'd learn to string 3 fucking words together.
An encyclopedia committing sins with consistency. Now be submitting pins to a symphony. You see bomb hitting kids a bit differently. The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia section. I treat speaking like sweet treatment. Saying I'm weak when I'm elite is dangerous. Letting me speak.
I missed that reference. Like who?
The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia section. I treat speaking like sweet treatment. Saying I'm weak when I'm elite is dangerous. Letting me speak but keep it discreet is brainless.
America's Hollywood, we living in.
So, I didn't catch 100% of the bars. I'm so glad I'm stupid. Yeah, you go ahead and fake that shit all you want. I can't help it. I never bothered looking. Since I'm a nuisance, tying nooses, I am useless. Here's my 2 cents. I will acknowledge now that I know I'm a fan of the self-deprecation. I did a little stand-up. I failed miserably. I haven't tried John Belushi-esque knocking myself out and falling like a ton of bricks. It got a rise out of the crowd, but the physical comedy wasn't going to be in me. Point was all I knew how to do was rip on myself. I figured, how you going to be mad if it's me I'm shitting on? Now, so putting yourself out there, especially when you look at the views, it looks like you're just trying to get into the game. I like that a lot. Pleasurable percussion, personified disruption. So it's a kick-ass beat. Personifying disruption to manipulate destruction. Yeah. So you got a pleasurable beat. Personifying disruption, bringing to human form, rocking the boat a little bit, and manipulation, destruction, I'm disintegrating it. Or with this beat, I've come to destroy it. I think that's probably more accurate. Fully fueled with ignitable petroleum in preparation for combustion. Well, that's layers with the bars above it, but I mean, it's straightforward. Disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities. Well, metaphorically, internally, mentally manifesting magnificence. Now, those 2 things are crazy because they could be, I don't know if there's a shot in there, because disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities. I mean, it sounds like a bunch of people getting worked up over talking about people being nuts. But, really they think they're awesome in their own minds, is what I get from those bars. So I don't know if that's what's being referenced there or not. I'm not sure. But disgusting discussions of disturbing mentalities, metaphorically, not really, but by example, internally, mentally manifesting. So, not really, but kind of thinking themselves a little bigger than they're, a little too big for their britches. I don't know. Torments me mentally. Oh, there you go. I don't know what that is. Let's go. Typo is what the internet tells me, unless it's a different word. It's immensely. Well, it makes more sense, but I didn't know. and I smoke a shit ton of weed. Torments me mentally immensely. Vent agony through polyphonic, rhythmic cataclysms, captivating imagination, provocation, my proclamation. Had me committing sins with consistency, now be submitting pins to a symphony. You see bombs hitting kins a bit differently. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not positive what's being said there. The requirements for comprehensive completion be a lexicon the size of an encyclopedia section. I treat speaking like sweet treatment. Saying I'm weak when I'm elite is dangerous. Letting me speak but keeping it discreet is brainless. Now, how was this content made? Altered or synthetic content, sounds or visuals. And that's whatever. You use some stuff to make it. Still was created. I don't know. Very, very cool. I'm not sure what part of it is saying, because I have no depth of knowledge in the actual, let's say, behind the scenes drama out there. But that was pretty cool. And honestly, I guess I should have looked first. I wouldn't have been. Nah, I like going 20 minutes. That was well worth. Goest music. I got 3 subscribers. I got a comment that says, be as brutal as you want. Check it out. Been there, done that. I'd listen to more. Let me know. Whatever you think is whatever you think. Later.